What's going on, fam? Podcast Agent Zero back with another video. So this was the episode or the after hours when Ray J was featured, when he was the guest. This is right after he left and right when Myron came in. I haven't watched any of it, by the way. Just figuring out I was looking at the timestamps and I just wanted to get into something that, we can, interact or react to. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play. And before we get to rolling, if you want to get some exclusive content from Fresh and Fit, where all the crazy shit go down, where all the great content that you cannot see on YouTube or anywhere else goes down, click the link in the description and you'll get a discount for subscribing. You feel me? Let's go ahead and get rolling.
Yeah, I think there was a talk about double standards. So I don't come in real fast and talk about this because this tends to be something that I talk about. So
welcome back.
Thank you. No, it's just hot outside. So real quick, just for all the ladies here that think there's a double standard, can you name one double standard that benefits men that women also don't enjoy besides the ability to have sex without consequence?
How about you answer it?
Since you were talking about it the most, actually.
Like for example, I was saying the job. I believe that there is this idea in society, even though they say if you want it done, get a woman to do it. No, I believe that this whole idea of women are emotional, women, work off hormones. Automatically, most people won't even give you the opportunity to try to do the job. They're just going to say, man, woman. Let me give it to a man.
Like what type of job?
Any type of job. Correctional officer. I mean, we're talking more career. Things that are not based on your look.
Well, since you mentioned law enforcement, that used to be something I used to do. Are you aware of the fact that there's hiring protocols that favor women where it's female-only announcements?
By law.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like affirmative action.
Why'd they have to make that law, though?
Yeah, but affirmative action, who does it benefit?
Yeah, but I believe that the benefits or the claimed benefits that we get, first of all, there's a quota on it. Every woman is not just going to get passed along just because she's a woman. It's actually the opposite. I believe that most women are going to get turned away because they're women. And I feel like the mediocre, the little superficial things that are considered...
Notice the way she's communicating. She says, I feel like, and I think, fellas, you know what that's all about. Women tend to operate and, process information or what is said or heard or what they see through their feelings. And a lot of times feelings can skew what's really going on. Because, in a lot of these fields, there is some discrimination, of course, but it really comes down to most of the times who's fit for the job. And a lot of these professions like correctional officer, think about it. If you have to deal with dangerous humans that are off their rocker that can physically harm you, who is more fit to, physically confront or defend themselves or anybody else? Who's more fit for that biologically? Let's just be real here.
Benefits like, oh, you're a woman, you don't have to pay for your lunch, is nothing compared to the benefits that the men get that lead, like behind the scenes. It leads to power, it leads to wealth building, it leads to all these other things that I believe women don't even realize.
Now, here's the other problem too. She's looking at I spoke about this on another video, but it was just when it comes to men that are attractive. Men that are attractive, a lot of times women only look at the end result as to how to get it. Oh, it's easy to get women. Yeah, but you're only looking at the end result. It's easy because all you need is a car and money and bling and drip. But the man had to get those things by getting money, which take blood, sweat, and tears, would take late nights and, sleepless nights and all of that jazz. So it's a process to get there. So now she's speaking about the benefits that men get when it comes to power and position and all that. A man, it still takes process. Let me move this out the way. I need to turn my notifications off. So it takes a process to get there. They're only thinking about, the man get hired and then he just automatically, he can get to power. No, there's still major competition going on to where that men have to go through, decipher through, that women don't even think about When if you was to get on an NFL team, let's say, you do not want to go through the hazing and the rites of passage that men must have to go through to raise up the ranks. You're only thinking about communitarian aspect of work. Like, oh, well, once I get a chance, I can get power. How many men get power? Let's talk about it. So you still got to earn that.
So we don't have access.
No, the reality is you do have access to them. It's just that a lot of women choose to not have access to them because a lot of the time women are lazy. They want to go ahead and get free handouts and be treated like a lady and get all these benefits of chivalry, which inevitably puts you in a position where men give you things for free. Now, if a woman wants to work and get into law enforcement, get in these professions that you're talking about that they would not get, they actually would. Because if you want to go ahead and be an FBI agent right now, there's a female-only announcement for you. There's a DEI hire announcement for Secret Service agents for women. So in law enforcement, women actually have a higher likelihood of getting these jobs. And any type of law, any type of career field that favors men, they favor the women to come in to make it more diverse. So I don't think this whole double standard thing that women always cry about, double standards inherently benefit women. That's why we have to create another standard for you guys, because you guys suck at most things. Let's be honest. The military, law enforcement, etc. Why are there two different standards? Why isn't there just one?
But like I said, I believe that's a distraction.
But the fact that that even exists proves my point that the double standards inherently benefit women. They don't benefit men.
Yeah. But those double standards are set on the fact that, one, women are not going to want to fight in the army. There's just the physical limitations that women have. Like,
so doesn't that? But see, that's the point that I'm making. But that's true with other fields and other endeavors when it comes to power, because there's a lot of things that like. Women have a higher threshold of pain. We have a higher threshold of what we're willing to deal with to get to power. Like, women are more social creatures. So are you willing to go a year or two on monk mode, in robot mode, so that you can accomplish a task? Most women are not willing to do that. Men, though, yes. I will disappear from the face of the planet to goddamn get my goal in 6 months, 1 year, and will not. I might feel lonely, but it will be like secondary in the background because the goal come first. I don't need attention from other people, and women have a strong need for attention. So it comes down to biology, man. Not all this social fluffy bullshit, man. This is bullshit. This is fucking fluff. Keeping it real here. What are we talking about?
I believe that there are women that say, oh, I want to grow old and go to the army, or I want to be a correctional officer. But typically women don't want to be in physical jobs, even if you're looking at an industry like trucking. If you're looking at an industry like nursing, always, the women are always going to hold the bottom roles.
And why is that?
And the higher roles, because I believe it's
choice.
double. I don't think it's their choice.
It is.
I don't think it's their choice.
We had recently an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, right? Who was next to him, putting him in the car? Male
Male and female.
But
A female.
Female.
Yeah.
So she was there, even though she didn't have to be. That was a choice that she made to be there, even though she felt terribly.
To be honest with you, it was only the men that jumped on him, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
True.
The women didn't do shit.
Yeah.
But the fact is, she was still there. She made a choice to be there and be a part of that team. The fact is that, yes, you're saying, yes, things can happen in that way, but it's just a choice.
But it's like, they only think about the career, think that like women's career matter that much. It's like, look, Ronaldo, he used to date Irina Shayk, right?
Yes.
Who's Irina Shayk now? Look at Ronaldo's girlfriend, Georgina. She got 3 times more followers than Irina, and she's a professional model. She built a career based off a man's career. So it's like, if you really meet the right man, you can actually build up your whole future, like your whole life off him. So it's like, in that way, it's like, what is women like gonna run for the career?
One of the things I get so attacked for a lot of the times is I acknowledge the fact that women live life on easy mode, and people get angry at me for saying that. But the reality is that women do live life on easy mode. And I explain what I mean by this. A woman can choose to be a hard worker, go to college, and build herself up. However, she can also choose to be useless and smoke weed and marry a millionaire. Men don't get that choice. The same double standard that you're talking about, there's no double standard.
If we don't work hard, our life sucks. It fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? So we must work hard, which is the reason why men tend to reach power, because there's no other choice. You know what I'm saying? If that's in the back of your brain, this all I gotta do, this all that I have, and I must do it. That's the reason why men tend to conquer and take over and create societies. That is why. See, that's the thing when women say, well, men have the power because they won't let us. But again, what that intrinsically is saying in your communication is we don't even have the power to just take our power. That's what you're saying. You don't realize what you're saying. Whereas with men, if women was in power and we were just like, we're tired of women in power, we just take it. That just shows our nature. We're conquerors. Y'all are the nurturers. There's nothing wrong with either. Stop. But the issue is with society is we try to make each other like each other. We're trying to make men like women emotionally. And we're trying to make it where women can do what men can do. As far as force, it ain't gonna happen. It just doesn't happen that way. That's why it ain't happened. It's not working. What are we talking about? Let's live in reality here, man.
It's one standard. Succeed or not. But if you don't succeed, you're going to have a miserable life. As a woman, you could be a bum and still find a guy that has a future.
Yeah, but I believe. Well, first of all, there's more male millionaires than female millionaires.
Why is that?
Because they lazy as hell.
No, I don't believe that. I believe it's a double standard. Like me, for example. Okay.
You don't believe it. Just look at it clearly. But again, these are emotions that's getting in the way. And a lot of times, it's a belief system. But a lot of times, belief systems, do you know how belief systems work and they stick, in your psychology and run through your veins and your DNA? Because it affects your body too, your belief system. Emotions. Once you put feeling into something, it gives power to your belief system. So that's the issue, especially with women. They're more easier. This is unpopular opinion, but they're easier to program. They're easier to put in a victim mindset. Men too. I'm just saying, men too. But there's more of a possibility where there will be a lot more men that can think outside the box independently and challenge the notions of what's going on in society. That's why men are the ones that lead revolutions. That's why.
Lazy.
I was a girl that started off doing the hard worker thing. Mm-hmm. I went to college, got my master's. I'm applying for jobs. I'm getting hired, and in every field that I worked. And I hate to sound stereotypical, but I always felt like I would get into a position and I want to work my way up.
What fields were you working in specifically?
I've done trucking, for example.
Yep.
I was an executive assistant.
Sure.
Of course, an executive assistant never would be considered for the position.
Hey, I'm going to just keep going, but it's funny how these notifications come up for my YouTube channel, and now y'all get to see what I'm subscribed to. Ain't that some funny shit? But you can see it ain't no bullshit for the most part. Huh?
Of executive. Why? Because first of all, the guys who own the company, they're never even gonna allow someone that is not in their bloodline or a friend or a relative to even apply for certain jobs. Me being an executive assistant was the highest position I could ever get to in that company, and I knew that. And no matter how hard I worked, no matter how much.
Okay, watch this. Do you know what a self-driven man would do in that situation instead of complain? And this is more of a masculine trait. They'll say, well, that's what they do for their bloodline, and I can't get no higher. I'm about to forge my own path. Fuck it, no complaining. Fuck what the world says. I'm not complaining to the world. Y'all should change or this ain't right. The feminine men do that shit. We can call out what's not right, but we're not going to beg. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with women to do that. It's more natural because they need, they're resource extractors and they're followers by nature. So, of course, women are going to complain and the men's supposed to hear their problems and solve the problems. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with women doing that. I'm just saying that what I'm saying is to see things for what they are. You're not meant to be in power because it takes certain traits or in the way that you think, the way men are, because the way you're designed doesn't call for that. You're not motivated to even go after power the way men do. It's not just given. It's taken. And that's just not in most women's nature. 96% of women, it's just not in your nature. That's why you're complaining.
Money I save them, I'm never going to break that mold. I know because I tried and I know the politics. But yes, you're right. So I decided at a certain point, I went on a weight loss journey. It started off as, okay, let me just get fit. Let me get myself together. I went on a weight loss journey and I realized, as a woman...
Why'd you quit the trucking?
It's pointless. I quit a lot of jobs because you realize that you're just not going to get
where you want to go.
What if I
told you that's a privilege as a woman that you can quit a bunch of jobs? You know how many guys work jobs that they absolutely hate because they must work it because men understand that the amount of money that they make in their title defines them? This is one of the benefits of being a woman. You're not defined by your title. You're not defined by what you do. You're not defined by how much money you make. You're defined by how you look. That's the reality, okay? No one gives a fuck about your background and your title.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. That's a privilege, though. You're able to hold all these different jobs and leave and, pick up another job as much as you want. What if we took a man and put him in your position? You know what would we say? He's inadequate, he's an idiot, he's a quitter, he's a bum, etc. Because men don't have a choice. We don't have to be like, we can't be like, you know what? I can't move up, so I'm going to quit. You know what? I'm going to go on a weight loss journey. You know what? I don't want to do this trucking anymore. Men are more willing to sacrifice to do jobs that they hate to earn money because we understand that our value is derived by how much money we earn. Women, you guys can go ahead and pursue what you guys want. Yeah. Why do you think women work stupid jobs? Let's be honest here. You guys want to be artists. You want to be sculptors. You guys want to do a fashion line where it makes no money, etc. Women tend to dominate jobs that are useless and don't make as much money. Why? Because women have the ability, right, being honest here, to chase their dreams without consequence. If I want to chase my dreams of be a SoundCloud rapper, etc., I'm going to deal with some consequences for that. People aren't going to respect me. They're going to say you're a fucking dead-end rapper, etc. I get made fun of for being a loser. You don't get made fun of for being a loser. No, you don't.
We don't.
No, you don't. You get no. Hold on. Being a slut.
Nah. Bum and a slut, that's different. And this is the thing. This is how we're not the same. If men have a lot of sex with women, he's not they'll call him a slut, but he'll get praise in society. If he a bum, it's an L. Whereas a woman, she might get talked about if she's a bum, but a man that's not a bum would gladly take her in. But if she's a slut, that might be a problem. You see how it's different. A woman will take a man serious that had a lot of sex with a lot of women that's not a bum, but will reject a bum. A man will take in a bum and take her serious if she has traits. If she had no money, and take her serious. But if she had a lot of sex and was a slut, he wouldn't take her serious. That's the difference. That's how you see how we're opposites. If we wasn't opposites, then why the fuck would we manifest as two different genders? It wouldn't make sense. If you really understand how to, I'm getting universe and all this shit, but I'm just talking common sense. To me, the universe and God or whatever you want to call it is common sense to me. Just look around. There's a reason for everything that's in existence. Everything. So why are there two genders? Let's talk about it. If we do the same shit, then why come it's two of them? Two of us. Why? And not 41. Why?
A loser are two different things.
No, in certain fields, you're automatically considered a slut. Like us sitting here at this table, we're already automatically considered sluts. It doesn't matter.
Honestly, can I say something?
I think, hold on. All I'm trying to establish to you is that women have the privilege of not necessarily having to work as hard or working a job that they don't like for a career, because money doesn't define you. Money defines us, though.
Correct.
So since men have a higher burden of performance to earn money, we're more willing to sacrifice our wants and needs for the betterment to make money, because we are looked at as the providers or protectors. Yeah. You know how many guys out there work jobs that they fucking hate, but they do it anyway?
Correct.
Because they know that
but women are not willing to do these jobs. Women aren't willing to be sanitation workers. They're not willing to be truck drivers, as you just proved. They're not willing to be forklift operators and be plumbers, they're not willing to do construction workers. They're not willing to do these very difficult jobs. You guys want to sit in an office, air conditioned, and look pretty with your makeup on. You guys don't want to do the hard jobs that pay a lot, by the way, because women just don't have the same proclivity to go out there and earn money.
I agree.
That's why y'all earn less, because you guys deserve less, quite frankly. Sorry.
I honestly agree with that, because every person has their own. You could choose what you want to do. I know a female to this day right now is in a trucking truck driving, and she's a female. I know a lot of females, if you look on social media, drive trucks because they want to do it.
Yeah.
Like you said, they do look into men background. When we get a job, they don't really look in our background. They ask for ID and keep us pushing. With a man, okay, let me see if you got a record. Let me see what you got going on. Let me see this, that, and that.
Because
so
they
I
know
know
that he can be
y'all saying, no, let me put it in a way so y'all can understand. For example, dating a female costs money. You don't want a nigga that don't got no money, right or wrong?
Right.
Did I lie?
Because
when he say a man will do a job that he don't want to do, only because men think differently than us. They think beneficial. They think future references. Us, we think right now, this day, what they're gonna do.
I think about
She is snapping, bro. That is so true. Men think future reference. Women think right now, this moment, because that's tend to be an emotional thing too. React to the now. Stoicism, you're more clear to have your windshields clean and look further down the road. And that if you have experience with women, you know this through and through. That's the reason why we're leaders, because we're more of the visionary. So like you can know that if a woman offer you something and you know to say no, because you know the effect down the road. She's going to hate that you said yes. But at that moment, she's going to be like, I would have been happy if you said yes. I would have been happy. But if you say no, she might have hated it then at the moment. But when time goes along and see why you said no, she'll appreciate you more because, oh, okay, you led me down the right way. I felt a way about it. Emotions. I felt a way about it at the time, but now I see why you made that decision. So she is snapping right here. I'm telling you.
future too.
You say that now.
And I think
But when
about
you
now.
get a man, and tell me if I'm wrong, Myron, female get a man and be like, oh, you got money? How can you help me? What can you do for me?
No, I don't do that.
See, this is the thing. She says she don't do that. I don't believe you, love. I don't believe you. Like, women will say that, but then they don't even realize that they automatically do things that infer that you must protect and provide. But they don't even realize they do it. They might not even say it through money. They'll say it in other ways. Like, I got a problem. Can you figure this out? Oh, okay. So mathematically, I'm thinking like, well, you know what? I need money for this situation. But you don't think about money when it comes to this situation. All you think about as a woman is, I need help right now. So since you're the problem solver as a man, you need a lot of things in place to be able to solve problems for your woman. She's not thinking about that. She's just thinking, you better solve this problem. So you think you don't want a man with money, but that's one of the resources that he uses to solve your problems. Money don't matter. Man, it plays a part, man. It plays a part.
Myra, you wasn't here, but y'all on this panel, and I've been listening for a minute as a person who been here a lot and actually learn how to learn on different sides. All y'all said y'all need a man with money, and you did too. You did.
Say that. I didn't say that.
I did not say that.
If we was to run this back, almost every female on this panel said they want a man with money.
It's okay, don't worry. I already paid attention. Hold on. Did you get divorced from a woman? Yeah.
Why?
Why'd you get divorced? Oh, don't worry. I've been paying attention. Why'd you get divorced from her?
I told you distance.
Distance, okay.
Yeah, not you, but the channel. But
then you mentioned earlier that like you would be with a 56-year-old guy if he built himself up and had some money, etc. I remember
I didn't say it was about. I said if it was hot, but money is a plus. And so you missed that though. I said that thing about the money is because like love her.
So are you bisexual or are you lesbian? What are you exactly?
Bi-curious.
Fuck labels.
No, labels are important. They're
I don't
important.
like labels.
I don't like labels.
What was that?
No pronouns, no.
So why is money?
Hold on. I'm just trying to figure this out. So like you said, so you were married to a woman and then you left, and you're claiming it was because of distance. Who was the main provider in that relationship?
Both.
There's always a predominant provider. There's no way you guys were you guys really 50-50? Realistically speaking?
Yes.
50-50.
But you just said a second ago that you guys were split distance, which means you had to pay for your own living accommodations.
No, that would, of course, like, I pay for my own, she pays for her own. That's still 50-50 in the whole relationship.
Okay, so you were paying for yourself, she was paying for herself.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not really 50-50. That's
It's like, okay, looking from a perspective, like, dating a woman and, like, dating a man as a girl is different, you know, like, it's different.
And I was actually going to get to that. Men have to provide way more value when they deal with women than women have to.
Yeah.
That proves my point.
When you get
But I wasn't disagreeing with you. I was disagreeing with her.
Like,
you disagreeing with me, but when you get married, who you want to pay your bills?
Of course, a man. He has to.
So you're relying on a man to pay your bills. So obviously he need to work a job that he don't want to do.
Why
to
would
take
he
care
want
of
to
you.
work
A
a job
successful
he
man
doesn't want?
See what I'm saying, bruh? She didn't even factor that in. Of course I want a man to take care of me. So you want a man that has means. That's the thing. It's like, and this is where a lot of women are honest too, but a lot of women on the Fresh and Fit podcast, they tend to say things, airy-fairy shit, where some of these things are met. Like, what do you want from a man? They talk about things that matter only once the primal things are met. Like, I don't care about a man with money. Yes, you do. Or else you wouldn't care if he's a nice guy that that has emotional intelligence and, you know what I'm saying, making sure you good and making sure you, did you eat today, baby, and all that bullshit. Come on, man. Let's speak in real terms here. Whereas men, we would say straight up the primal. She got to be bad. She got to have a fat ass. She got to be fit. That bitch got to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? We'll say the primal first. But there are a lot of men that don't really understand what the type of wife that they need on the back end. So, both genders are kind of fucked up with that, But yeah, with clarity.
Am I correct or am I correct,
Okay, you
Myron?
said that art is bullshit, right? You said art is bullshit.
Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know if you just caught on. She just named the double standard right there.
She did.
Because, do you notice what she said?
What
If
did
she's
she
with a man, he needs to pay the bills, but she was content being in a
and
marriage
I was
with a
gonna
woman
make
that was
I
not
was gonna
paying the
make a
bills.
statement about that.
That's what I'm trying to say. Hold on. No,
That's in her world. That's in her world.
No, but that's a majority of women would
No,
okay.
that's not true in the black community. In the black community,
She's lying, or she's not. She's very off point right here. That is true in the black community. It's just that women just deal with what's going on, but they're very unhappy. They're dealing with what's going on because, I'm a black male myself, black man. We are the demographic of men that's earning the lowest. We have the least amount of wealth. And so, yes, women are loyal to the sense where they want to date our race or date their men, black women. That's true. But they're the most masculine, most disrespectful, loud, crass. Not the most. I mean, they tend to be. The ones that's dealing with these situations and these men that don't have power, they tend to be that because they have to take place or take up for the man's lacking. So they do want it. They're unhappy. They do want it. And a lot of times women don't know that they want it until they get in certain situations to where, damn, I do want this shit. I do.
Black community help us.
I know you don't want to say that, but I'm telling you the reality of it. So you guys are sitting here talking about finding a man with money and I want this, I want that. That's in your world. In the world that I've seen and the world that I've come from, women don't. It doesn't matter how pretty you are. You don't necessarily get the luxury of sitting there saying, "Oh, I want a man with this much money, so I'm gonna chill."
Okay,
No,
Look. Saying I want a man like that doesn't necessarily mean I get a man like that. It's just in my mind.
Stop. Okay, so number one, I just want to real quick illustrate the fact that she totally named the double standard, and that's fine.
I like double standard.
Okay, but she was saying that women, there's these double standards that don't benefit women.
doesn't.
That's one right there that proves my point. You would tolerate certain things in a relationship with a woman that you would never tolerate from a man, and that proves my point that most women, by the way, would agree with you that if I'm with a man, he needs to be at least providing something. Versus if you're with a woman, you would not expect her to have the same level. Now, with you saying the black community, blah blah blah. The reality is that
the lower end in terms of income. Let's not just say the black community. Let me rephrase that.
Thank you for correcting that right there, because we're not a monolith. There's a lot. The further you get up in consciousness and earning potential and all of that, when it comes to in your own life, you tend to see, oh yeah, there's black people here and here and here. Like there's niggas out here elevating themselves. You heard me? I still see us. Now, I still, it's still kind of true what Jay-Z say. I guess it depends on where you're trying to go with it. But when Jay-Z say, Domino, only see a few blacks the higher I go. But when he say that, I know what he means. He's in that tier of people that, kind of run shit. So that's different. I don't want to be there. I want to, create our own rulership. But yeah, the further I go up, other than that, I still see black. I still see black people. There's black people with money out here. You heard me?
I'm not referring to upper and middle class. We're talking about.
You can say whatever you want to say, but the reality is if I take 100 women, whether they're rich or not, and I ask them, would you prefer a man that's a breadwinner over a man that's going to go 50-50? Would you know what they're all going to say? Regardless of skin color? Okay, that's what we're trying to illustrate here. So just because women don't have a man that's a breadwinner doesn't mean that they still don't want it and wouldn't prefer it. It's just that she doesn't have the ability to attract that. No, she just doesn't have the ability to attract it.
Question.
It's not for reality. Yeah.
Can I ask every female a question since we on this topic? Right now, since y'all want men to benefit y'all. If you were to date a man that went through a rough time, would you benefit him for that moment or not?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
You say yeah when I say...
You do it all the time, but see, I don't even know if she's single or not. So let's see where this goes. But if you do it all the time, so why nothing stuck? We're looking at results here. This is results based, not just what. See, that's the momentary thinking again that this woman that's snapping right here to the right, what she brought up like 3, 4, 5 minutes earlier. You thinking about the right now, like I'm doing this right now, but where did it lead to? What was the result? Huh?
Look.
Listen to the
when
question.
you benefit the man, right? You benefit the man, and then he's gonna go cheat on you because every man cheats, and then he's gonna fucking embarrass you in front of everyone. I'm never staying down with that man. No, he can struggle himself, and then when he gets up,
you're actually explaining exactly what I mean. You feel what I'm saying? Double standard. When we're down bad, who y'all think supposed to lift us up? I'm not saying you're down bad.
Your parents supposed to lift you up, not your man. Like
your parents, you're too old to still be the parents.
You're the one. Why somebody needs to lift you up? You can lift yourself
up. The only thing your parents supposed to be doing once you're past 21 is giving you advice. Your parents shouldn't be doing nothing financially or nothing. You're a grown ass lady.
I feel like at the end of the day, your family's gonna support you no matter what.
Exactly.
I don't really think it's really you depending on your family.
It's really and a woman. We're not talking about family. We're talking about a man and a woman. So if you're down, if you don't got it, you would expect the dude to have it.
Well, if my partner doesn't have it, he's struggling in that point in life.
I'm not dating nobody.
That's my. You're saying which dude? You're not understanding what we're. If you have a if you have a dude and you're going through it and you ain't got it, you expect him to jump. So you're saying if he don't got it, he gonna go jump on the next person. That's not how it goes.
I don't believe that.
That's not life. If you're really thinking about a man and doing, first of all, you gotta be a right woman to be within a man. Cause trust me, I done been with a dude who didn't have it, and I ain't asked for it back. Some females, dudes go through it and they be like, "What the money back? Give it back.
Yeah, that's not
give it back."
All right, hold on.
I know what she's saying right there. I mean, yeah, I don't. It's kind of foolish to ask for the money back. What she should be looking for back, if this is the right man, he will do it naturally. He'll just make sure that she's good in life in all factors. He will be her covering in all ways. That's much more than the money amount. She'll be good for life. Unless she on some whole shit or annoying shit or, don't look after herself and just let herself go. If she do those simple things, she's good for life.
Real quick, you said you had an issue with men cheating, right? For you?
No, I've never been cheated on because I never had a boyfriend, but I've had issues with men cheating in general.
Okay.
Red flag. You heard how she just skipped through that? Well, I forgot she was dating women, so still.
So you want a man that's going to be monogamous to you, and you said that most men are going to cheat, correct?
All men are going to cheat.
Oh, they're going to cheat. Okay, would it be, since you think all or a majority of men are going to cheat, would it be fair to say that a man that's actually monogamous is rare?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Unexistent.
Okay, do you think you deserve one of these guys?
Who? The ones who cheat?
No, a guy that's monogamous and faithful. Do you deserve one?
They don't exist.
Okay, but if there is one that existed, do you think you deserve him?
Of course.
I'm just be like
emotional damage. Okay, how many other ladies here feel that they deserve a man that's monogamous to only them?
I mean, if that's what I'm
a majority of girls here think that they deserve a guy that's monogamous.
Yeah, I don't think all guys are whores.
Okay, would you guys agree that?
Now, this is where women fuck up with this idea. Now, we talk about the nature of men aren't naturally monogamous, and they hate that. Okay, fine, you hate that. Okay, you want a monogamous man. Fine. So he has to give up his nature, right? Why? What's the benefit of me giving up my nature, but you're a hoe? Like, you don't qualify for monogamy if you're a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And and then I would give up my nature. Like, that's a whole L, bitch. Like, you didn't even give me no sense of purity, no modesty or nothing. And like, I need something in return. Come on, bruh. Like, so you want me, because this is a lot of women don't understand this. If I'm with a woman that I'm talking to and I see she got hoish wage, I just automatically inside of myself be like, okay, I can fuck off now. Like, I don't even try to just stick it out unless it's a marriage or something and we're trying to get out of it. I'll honor it, but I'll just be like, okay, I'm never gonna take her serious. Like, I'm just still playing the field, like, ever.
Majority of men cheat, though.
Yes, I agree.
Hold on, one by one.
I
Do you
don't think so.
What do you think percentage of men cheat then?
Like, I say half and half.
You think it's a 50-50 shot?
I think so.
All right, what about you?
But I'm sorry.
What about you?
I want to say like 30%, 40%.
Cheat? So you think a minority. What about you? You think a minority or majority?
Honestly, I don't know. It's something a female got to do for a man to cheat. So I don't know.
Okay, what about you?
Wrong. I'm speaking reality here. That's not true. I'm telling you, like, ladies, like, the way men think about that, this is how I know that a lot of women don't understand men. The way the men are sexually wired, some in ways that's very perverted, so them niggas got to be checked. Some are deviants and do crazy shit around women, so some of them got to be dealt with. And then, and then even just in a natural way, like, the men just like variety. So you can be the perfect woman, in the most perfect woman in the world. You'll see another woman that's just bad and just want to have sex with her. That's just how it goes. I remember in another episode, like a year or two ago, maybe or maybe 3 at this point, when, Myron had a panel of women, or Myron and Fred, they had a panel of women there, and he was just comparing, like, he was asking the women, if you had a man you love, admire, and respect in every kind of way, would you see another man when you go outside? Like, would you be eyeing another man? Would they be invisible to you? They said yes. And he said, the difference with men? If I had a woman that had everything that I wanted, when I go outside, I go to the store, I still see other bad bitches. It's just our nature. Like, damn, she bad. I would fuck her. Like, I know women will say, I would fuck him, but there's no... If you had the opportunity, you most likely wouldn't. If you love, admire, and respect a man. Some will, but I'm just talking about in general. Whereas men, she won't find out, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a stronger pull when it comes to that with men. So therefore, what I'm saying is, the sum of it all is that men will cheat for no reason. They don't have to have a reason. Now, sometimes they use that as an excuse when a woman does something. You're like, okay, now I can just go ahead and play out my nature because she bullshitting. Of course, that's not the words they use consciously, but you know what I'm saying.
You think minority or...
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, what about you?
I
Minority or majority?
I think it's 50-50. I don't believe all.
What about you? Do you think a minority or majority?
50-50.
I think 50-50.
Okay, what about you?
I haven't been cheated on, but I've been cheated on with, basically.
Okay, so you think... Well, you said all men cheat, so I know your stance, actually. What about you?
I believe majority.
Majority cheat? Okay, what about you?
50-50.
Okay, now let's make this more fun. A man that's actually attractive, let's say over 6 feet tall, has a bunch of money, maybe somewhat successful, has respect of his peers. Do you think he's going to be... Do you think their likelihood of being monogamous is high or low?
Low. High.
Okay, so...
I think the more men...
Okay, we'll make it simple. Attractive man, tall, good looking, has money, etc. Do you guys think that he's more likely to cheat? Raise of hands if yes.
If he has money, the money.
That's what I mean. Yes,
I
the
feel
money.
like if he
he has
believes
it all.
he's really good looking, he's gonna cheat.
Okay, so you guys...
I know really
respect of his peers.
So some of you are saying 50-50, but if he's attractive and has money, etc., the chances of him going cheating go up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, majority of you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. So interesting. So for you, how many of you think you deserve monogamy from this guy?
Which guy?
This top tier guy that's good looking, etc. How many of you think you deserve monogamy from that guy?
If that's what I'm giving, if that's what we agree on.
Okay. Do all of you guys want a guy at this caliber, I'm assuming? Right? Most women want a guy that has his shit together, tall, good looking,
No,
etc.
Obviously.
I want an ugly dude. Give me an ugly dude.
But you would want the money though, right?
No.
So you could be broke and ugly?
Not even broke and ugly. I don't, honestly, when I say, because as y'all put it, y'all people want men for their money. I don't look for money in a man.
Sure. Okay.
I don't.
All right. Not anymore. So what
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Wait, so what's she? Well, I guess she was just talking about in general, not herself. I don't know. You want a man that's doing well, though, right? I think in their minds, when they say, I don't want a man with money, they're thinking rich. So that's the hypergamy, just acting naturally out of women. They're thinking the highest of the high, or like up there, when they say a man with money. What does that really mean? They probably don't really look at 100,000 a year as a man with money. So, who knows?
Or you're
What do
right.
you look for then?
First of all, I look for personality.
Yeah.
I look for
Energy.
Listen,
Energy,
I done learned a lot from being on here, so I expect not to expect at how you put it. I expect not to
Then
expect.
why you need him?
Who said I need it? I have a father. That's all I need.
we all have a father.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, I don't. My dad. No, when I say I have a dad, I don't expect nothing.
Let me just go back to you. So for you,
Well, your father ain't really showed you right, because I'll tell my daughter, like, look, once you... That man serves a purpose in your life, and he's taking my place, so make sure you choose the right one. Of course, I'm always here in your life, but that man better look after you. Not, you ain't getting no boy toy, no.
because you think like most men are going to cheat, or you said all men are going to cheat, but you don't want a guy that's going to cheat on you. So let me ask you this: like, what would you bring to a guy that is attractive and has these things? Because you want monogamy, that's rare, that's hard to find. So like, what does he get in exchange for being monogamous to you?
Being with me.
Yeah, what does he get in exchange for being monogamous to you?
His being with me.
Being with you.
That's my answer, yes.
L.
As in like a wife?
Okay.
You be a wife to him?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Remember what I said a couple of videos ago? One of the biggest issues with modern women is hubris. What does that mean? Getting me. What does that mean? He had to, all these things that he has to bring to the table, all he's getting is you. Do you know what that sounds to a man of those means? Do you know what that sounds like? Even to a lot of average men. Do you know what that sounds like? It sounds fucking retarded. Stupid. Damn. Let's see if you two take that down, but I'm going to just keep it because I'm at 42 minutes now, and I'm not starting over. So, anywho.
you think just you yourself is enough?
And I.
Yes.
Okay. Let's have fun with this. Let's say, I went up to a girl at the club, right? And I was just being me. And I said, hey, you should date me. And she says, oh, well, tell me about yourself. And I'm like, I'm me. And then she asked me again, well, what do you
I
do?
speak 4 languages. I've been waitlisted for Harvard.
Okay.
What?
Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, let's go with that. Now, so you're saying you're trying to use your intellect. Cool. What if I said, I asked the girl. Yeah, she asked me, oh, so tell me about yourself. And I'm like, I'm me. And she's like, well, no, tell me about yourself. And I say, I'm me. Then she asked me the third time, tell me about yourself. And I say, well, I got an extensive Jordan collection.
Yeah, you can be
What would her
catfished.
response be to that?
That's gay.
Oh, well, how do you think I feel when you said that I went to Harvard and I speak 4 languages?
I didn't go to
Or I
Harvard.
got accepted by Harvard.
Yeah, what about it? Like, you feel it's gay?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to? You see? I don't know if you see what you. No, you got accepted to Harvard, so you should understand analogies. So just like you said, I speak 4
But
languages.
Jordan collection in a Harvard is different.
Let me explain. Hold on. I like that you're going there. Okay.
It's a perspective.
Good.
You triggered my trap card.
Now let me ask you a simple question. Does your 4 languages and you getting accepted into Harvard benefit me if I was your boyfriend?
Yes.
How so?
I'm way more mature than,
That's relative. Now let me ask you the question again. Does me having an extensive Jordan collection benefit you?
That doesn't mean you're mature. It just means you're spending
Why do
money
you
on Jordan.
compare
You
having
can be
Jordans and
capping.
fucking Oxford degree?
I'm gonna explain. Okay, look, ladies.
could be
Okay,
all-
this is where
He's
critical
just trying
thinking
to say
comes in.
it's
Hold on.
absurd.
Can I
No.
say?
Work for
Can I
you.
say
How
one thing?
Hold on.
Partner benefit.
It's very simple because men and women are attracted to different things. Your degree, your education, and speaking 4 languages and getting accepted to Harvard doesn't benefit me as a man. Just like me saying, I got an extensive Jordan collection. You'd be like, what the fuck? That doesn't benefit me. Men and women look for different things.
What do you look for?
Hold on 1 second. We want a girl that's beautiful, not annoying, not combative,
annoying. It's
not
like a
argumentative,
pet. What the
etc.
fuck?
Men want different things in women, and women want.
I don't think women really understand what how important it is for you not to be annoying, especially a man that's focused. Like a man that's focused, it's a lot of. Okay, so we're always active, we're always on the go, we're always thinking about where we're going and what our ambitions are, nonstop. Every moment of the day, I'm thinking about this shit. So like, the annoying part is, are you bringing value or are you just trying to interrupt my process of where I'm going with shit that is not, shit to me isn't, I'm trying to think of the word, a better word, but that isn't important in my world. In your world, it might be important, but to me, like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not big thing to me. It's a big thing to you because we're different. We have different perceptions of the things that we have to deal with and different difficulties. So therefore, when you just speak to me about, I went to the store today and this person just looking at me crazy and I was on the line, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, damn, man, this shit is crazy. Like, to me, that's just, I just go through that every day. Like, I'm just trying to get to the goal. That motherfucker might have looked at me a certain way, but that's a very minute part of my day. That don't mean shit to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we mean by we don't want, annoying women. Of course, we don't give time to hear you out, but there's a time and a place for it.
Different things in men. So my ability to have sneakers and Jordans and look a certain way doesn't matter because it doesn't benefit you. What benefits you is me being able to protect you, provide for you, etc. So you saying that I got accepted to Harvard, that doesn't benefit me as a man.
Okay, look, what benefits you as a man and a woman? Her being attractive, her being able to be a mother to your kids.
My bad, I thought I heard something. I'm on security mode. Let's go.
Her being able to build an empire with individual, like, you're mostly building, she's just there for you,
Yeah, but that's, I find it interesting how I asked you, because you're basically admitting that this guy doesn't exist. Going back to the monogamy thing, you're admitting. And then when I asked you, okay, well, what does he get in return for being with you? And you listed off a bunch of accolades that don't really benefit him.
But like, you understand my point, though, like.
No, I do, and that's why I'm refuting it.
Okay. No, why are you refuting it?
Because you getting accepted to Harvard and speaking 4 languages doesn't really benefit
I'm
that guy.
also hot, so.
Huh?
I'm also hot, like, I look good.
Okay, but is beauty common?
No.
There's a bunch of hot girls at this table right now. Like, there's attractive girls here at this table right now. Beauty is common.
And then also it's like when it clicks, chemistry between people.
Even if Harvard is for you, that's your sake, your degree. That ain't for him. He ain't at Harvard. How can I help him?
It's with a girl who was like.
But how does that? What he's trying to say is, by you, for example, you was married to a girl.
Okay.
By you going to Harvard, that's for you, your diploma, your whatever it is, scholarship and everything.
Yeah.
How does that benefit the next person?
How do you
your
benefit
college?
How do you personally benefit?
See, if a woman was to say she's educated and she's looking for a particular type of man, and she was just to say, like, I'm an accountant, and you're going after a businessman that probably had, needs, someone to look after the books, that will work. What specifically does he need? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women don't even think about that. You just being educated, what does that mean? Like, there's a lot of women that are educated that's fucking annoying. No. I'd rather have a woman that's not educated, but that's feminine and naturally compassionate, can has a visual that's good with. I'm tripping right now. My bad. I got a brain fart and I'm on security mode. Naturally compassionate, nurturing, a good listener. Intrinsic. You know what I'm saying? Ask questions. That's intelligence. That's the true intelligence. Not the women that think that men and women are equal and that are educated and have degrees. She's lost. What does that mean?
It's not even benefiting a man. We're talking about what you just said right now about you going to college.
Okay.
When I say
let's
going
say
to,
you all
listen,
understand my point. Here refuted it. How do you personally?
Honestly, I don't agree with what you said respectfully, because honestly, I go to Barry University. That is a private school down here. So I got a full ride. But yet that does not.
My bad. Let me correct myself. I'm fucking up with the words today. But I said intrinsic. I mean inquisitive. My bad, fellas. My bad. A lot of y'all probably like, what the hell is he talking about? My bad. Had to get the correction right there.
matter? Because that's just
What
for me.
matters then? Tell me.
That's for me.
I told you
Let me
what
fin-
matters
Can you
to
let me finish?
I'm asking you a question. You're saying
I'm
what
trying.
I
I'm
said.
trying to answer your question, but you continuously let me finish. By me going up, that's for me. That's my education. That's what I want to do. I know
understood that.
plenty. I have met plenty of girls who done dropped out and didn't go to college and still do better than people that went to college.
Like Ronaldo's
by
vibe. Are you Ronaldo's vibe?
She not let me cook. Tell her let me cook. By you going to college, at the end of the day, how can I help him?
Answer my question. How are you going to benefit your boyfriend? How did you benefit your boyfriend except for not sexually? You personally.
I worked at a laundromat. I benefited myself before I benefited anybody else.
No, but we're talking about benefiting a man.
What money is you making by...
She doing all this screaming and shit. You know, trying to add on at Myra's point, but she kind of off the point right here. She is not on the point right here. But yeah, this is a whole bunch of nada, bruh. Nada.
We